again with another video today. So I had a friend recently invite me to a wedding, which I was super excited about, and I wanted to do kind of a not so extravagant look, something that would stand out but wasn't over the top. So I decided to go ahead and do a glitter cut crease, which is what I did today. And I went for more of a reddish pinkish lip because I'm going to be wearing a pink dress. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to see how I did this look, just go ahead and keep watching.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So I'm going to start off by moisturizing my face and my lips. As I said in the intro, I am going to a wedding, so I did want to use a primer that's going to look great under my foundation and in pictures, but I also needed something that was going to minimize my pores, and this product is great for that. Alright, so moving right into eyebrows, I'm going to use the same method as my last video. Just going to spoolie them up, define the bottom, and fill in as I move up. I do use a lot of product, and if you're like me, I would suggest moving up a color because I actually used to use ebony with the Anastasia and it's way too dark for me, and using too much product with it, it just was horrible. Alright, as you can see, I do use a lot of product. It does look kind of scary at times, but you can always clean it up with concealer. And I'm going to do my other brow off camera. So the key to this product is to make sure that you blend it out. But since I use so much product, there's usually excess left on the spoolie, which I wipe off on the back of my hand. Because if not, it will spread the product and look chunky, like it's doing at the end of my brow. You don't want that, so make sure that you keep wiping it off on the back of your hand. If you're wondering why this product is blending out or looks a little bit differently than other videos, it's because I do use a couple of drops of this argan oil that I bought, just so the product slides a little bit better and isn't as harsh. I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I would suggest to use a more high coverage concealer with this product, or else when you put it on, it might actually show through the concealer. And you literally only need one drop, maybe a half of a drop of this product. I'm going to use this to shape my eyebrows, but later on in the video I'm actually going to use it to cut my crease too, because there's so much excess left. So like I said, the oil does make it very creamy, and you'll see it does come off. And when I tell you a Q-tip is your best friend, I swear to it. Just spin the Q-tip on the problem area for a couple of seconds, and like magic, it's gone. Alrighty, so I'm all done with both eyebrows, and I'm going to make sure to blend out the concealer on my eyelid just so I can have a nice clean surface for this eye look. And today I'm going to be using my Morphe palette, and I'm just going to start off by highlighting my brow bone. transition shade, you're going to want to pick a skin color transition shade, and then later on we'll add color to it. So we're going to add some color to the crease now, and you can use any color you'd like or none at all. For myself today, I went for more of a pinkish purplish color because my dress that I'm going to be wearing is pink. Something that's important for this eye look is to make sure that when you blend the color, blend it all the way toward the end of your eyebrow, because when you cut it with a concealer, you want that color to carry throughout the eye, not just stopped abruptly. So I'm adding more of a pinkish tone to my eye because I really want the pink to be seen, and then I'm just going to blend everything out. This is one of the most important steps to this eye look. I always cut my crease right above it, if that makes any sense. So instead of in my actual crease, I'm adding the shadow right above it. And it doesn't have to be so dark right away, just make sure you get a good line started. So now that I have the line started, I'm going to make it darker and just go over it as many times as I want to until I think it looks good. So once that's dark enough, I'm going to go in with this pencil brush and blend it all out. Just keep blending until it's not harsh anymore. So now that that's blended out, I'm going to go in with this flat brush. I have a couple of different colors on this brush, a charcoal black and a light brown. This brush is better for any dark colors because it's not as dense as the other brushes, so the color doesn't come off as much. Plus, it's great for blending. Just make sure to add this color right along that same line you already created. Then make sure to blend it all out. Now to the second most important step. I'm just adding the concealer to my eye, but sometimes people do pull their eyelid just slightly to make sure the cut is sharp. I personally didn't feel like it was necessary, but you can do whatever you prefer. So now you're just going to wing that concealer out just like you would do your eyeliner, making sure to follow along the line of the darkest shadows. With the dip at the corner of your eye, you have to make sure it's not low, because if it is, the eyeliner will touch the shadows and you don't want that. Alright, so now I'm applying the lash glue on my eyelid before I add the glitter. You have to make sure to move quickly because as you can see, it gets tacky very quickly. So this brush that I'm using is an old e.l.f. brush that I had just hanging around. I would suggest using an old brush or a brush that you don't care too much about, because sometimes with these products it does mess up your bristles. So once you feel like you have enough glitter packed onto the lid, we're going to move on to eyeliner. I'm going to be lining my eye, and then off camera I'll add my wing. All the products will be listed in the description, but I do want to mention that I'm using a gel liner. I feel like it works best to cut through all those products we just used on our eyelid. Alright, so the wing's done on that eye, and then I went ahead and did my other eye off camera, and we're all done. Moving on to falsies. I apply a layer of mascara before and after, as you'll see later, because my eyelashes are super curly and it helps to weigh them down a little. Once you have the falsies in a position that you like, I turn my tweezers around and use the butt to kind of push the lash band down as close as I can get it to my real lash line. This lash glue does dry clear, but I still make sure to go over it with eyeliner just so that everything looks seamless. Then I curl my falsies and real lashes to make sure they're blending well, and add one more coat of mascara just in case. Then I'm going to move on to the other eye and do the same exact steps that I just did. For the most part, we're all done now. I'm going to go off camera and do my face. I'll come back and we'll complete the eyes. So this step is optional. I'm going to smoke out the bottom of my lash line with that same flat brush that I used earlier to define my crease a little bit better. I just like the way it looks with my eye color. And of course, we're going to go back in and highlight that brow bone one last time. Alright, so now it's time for the lips. I'm lining them, and then after that, I'm going to go in and fill them in. I did fill them in with a lot of different colors, so those will be listed down in the description. Once we're done with the lips, that's going to be the completed final look. Alright you guys, so this is how my look turned out today. I really love it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.